What's up everybody, welcome back to Planetauditory. My name is Zackary Harris and this is part 2 of my trip down the Croatian coast. For those who don't know, I'm going to be flashing back between now and my time in Croatia because I wanted to retell it like a story, so it's a little bit different to how I usually do my vlogs. As you can see, I've got like no beard, but basically when I was in Sarajevo in Bosnia, I shaved myself a handlebar mustache to go with my costume, and then I thought it wasn't the best idea to be trying to hitchhike with a handlebar mustache because I looked like a weird ass drug dealer, so I got rid of it. Anyway, let's get on with the story. So at the end of the last video you guys saw, I was at Sasha's place in Pula in a small village called Šišan in the Istrian part of Croatia, and after 6 days I thought it was pretty much time to start heading down the coast. So to get out of Sasha's, I had to walk to the small village of Šišan, catch a bus to Pula, walk all the way out of Pula, and this was literally about to be the worst hitchhiking day I have ever had. I've been here almost 2 hours. It's like 38 degrees, it's so hot, it's dry. I've drunk like a liter of water in just under an hour. I'm now out of water, but I'm now getting to the point that I'll go wherever the next drive is going because I need water. I need to get out of the sun. I'm dying of overheating. So after about another 30 minutes of waiting, I eventually got picked up and this guy drove me to here, about 70 kilometers outside of Rijeka. From there, I tried for another 2.5 hours to get a ride, but it just wasn't my day, man. No one was noticing me, no one was even looking at me. It was a terrible hitchhiking spot, and then it just got way worse because it just started storming. Now it's freaking storming. There's lightning, thunder, it's terrible. I'm stuck in a little bus shelter. Luckily though, I hadn't missed the last bus. If I had, I would have been stuck in that bus shelter for the night, sleeping in the rain. Wouldn't have been a lot of fun. So even though I wasn't very happy that I had to pay 10 euros and get a bus back to Rijeka, at least I was able to check into somewhere which was nice and dry. So once I got back to Rijeka, I checked into a hostel, stayed there the night, and that is where I met Rocio. And now we're trying to hitchhike together to Zadar, and we found an awesome spot. I'll put the link in the description below because everywhere to get out of Rijeka sucks, but we think this is a good spot. So let's do it, let's get hitchhiking. So once we got to Senj, we really wanted to wild camp. We had a few options to camp by the beach in like an actual camping park, but we really wanted to just find somewhere random and remote. So we were sitting in a park having some dinner, and I decided to go for an explore, and I found this like trail that basically followed this mountain with the road up on one side and the sea on the other side. So I followed this trail for about 15 minutes until I found this opening that was just amazing. This spot was absolutely incredible. I was so happy I found it. Right under the stars, mountain behind us, water in front of us, islands in the distance, no one around. Best wild camping spot ever. Wasn't the most comfortable sleeps, but it was definitely one of the most beautiful sleeps. Like, what a place to wake up. Sunset was amazing. We made some sandwiches again. The view is just so sick. This was a little spot. So I'll put the link in the description in case you're here in Senj. Camping is illegal, so we don't tell anyone. But so worth it, man. That was amazing. The next day, this lovely Croatian couple picked us up and drove us all the way to Zadar. They then bought us coffee and hung out with us for the day, so thank you so much guys, really appreciate it. It was a really nice experience. And then that night we caught a bus all the way out of town and actually stayed in the camping spot right on the water. It was pretty nice. And then the next 2 nights we transferred back into the city and stayed in a really cool hostel. Unfortunately, it was pretty much storming the 2 days we were there, so it was really hard for me to film, but I still was able to check out the old town. The old district is really nice, really cool, and the sunsets in Zadar are just amazing. And even though it was storming, I tried to record the famous sea organ, although it didn't go too well because of the rain. Trying my best to keep the wind out, but it's hard and it's cold. But then after a few days, we wanted to head down to Split, and that is when we got really lucky and picked up a ride with these two awesome British dudes that are staying in the same hostel as us. So we didn't even have to put a sign up, didn't have to go to the side of the road. We just hitched from the hostel. No worries at all. Split, here we come. Now Split is also a really beautiful place and a really awesome place to visit. The whole old district is actually built inside an old Roman emperor's palace. So it's super awesome to just walk through little alleyways and get lost. There's heaps of little bars and restaurants you can just find. So I had heaps of fun just exploring for hours through all the little laneways. Now Split also has so many places to swim, so many beautiful spots by the coast. And me and Rocio actually went and found our own little private area where there was no one around. I'll put a link in the description below of all the little places we went and explored. But if you want the most amazing view ever, then you've got to go to here. Link in the description below. It is absolutely stunning. Literally maybe a 25-minute walk away from the main palace center of the city, and the view is spectacular. View of the ocean, view of the mountains and the city. Man, it is a must do. Whoa, shit, I'm almost falling over. But it is a must do. You must come here if you're in Split, because it is the best site by far. It is amazing. So that basically sums up my second week in Croatia. Now, unless you want to go party and blow a heap of cash, I reckon the best time to visit is actually before the peak season. The peak season is like mid-July, where things get pretty crazy and the prices increase. So I recommend going maybe like September or early June, May, because then there's way less tourism around, and I think you're able to understand and learn the culture a bit more. But other than that, Croatia is a beautiful place. The people are amazing. The water is incredible, and it is an awesome place to go. So I definitely recommend it. But if you don't like crazy amounts of tourism, just go a little bit earlier or a little bit later, and you're gonna have the best time ever. That's all for today's video, guys. So thank you all for watching. On Monday, I'm going back to the regular videos. I'm gonna be hitchhiking from Split all the way to Mostar in Bosnia. It's an awesome trip. I meet some really cool people. I get really lucky, and it's an awesome little journey. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Check out the Instagram, like me on Facebook, and I'll see you guys all on Monday. Thanks for watching. Much love. Peace out, guys.